देखिए अभी दूसरी रेस की तैयारी, और सारे के सारे जो हैं ये ऊँट जो है लाइनबद्ध हो गए वापस पूरे दूसरी रेस की तैयारी के लिए। और ये हैं, दिस आर एक्चुअली दी रोबो जॉकीज which will be controlled with the remote entirely. They get trained from as young as 6 months old. They actually start getting trained to be a camel or to be a racing camel. Camels are very stubborn animal. I mean, if they don't like you, if they don't want to do anything, they will never, you can never force them to do anything. See how efficiently they are lined up over here. They are just waiting to be released. Raise the camels, it's to keep the heritage alive. That's the only reason why they still raise the camels. And this is one of the reasons the camel racing is still been kept alive, by keeping this tradition up and by regularly organizing this kind of races. And there's a lot of initiative by the government, by the royal family, so there's a lot of funding which actually comes from the royal family. For example, this race which is going on, 16 races today, this morning, there are going to be 14 races this afternoon, and that's part of the Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum Cup, the racing cup, which is gonna be the final. It's the finals is every day. On 12th it's the last day of this entire festival. So it started from, I think, the first to 12th. So let's take a view. Let's go on the top and see how the entire way it looks like when it's released from the top. Let's go on the top. The view is gonna be amazing right from the top. See how they're colorful. The back of the camels all lined up. These are the camels being lined up for the second race. The race ends over there. And these are all the cars of the owners. All the owners' cars are actually lined up over here. So that's where they control the entire whole of thing. There they are. There they are. Here they run, and you can see all the cars being the owners following the owners following the cars, the owners falling in their cars, running parallel to the entire race. Beautiful, gorgeous day, and look at the entire all of the lining of the camels. See right behind me. अगर आप मेरे पीछे देखें तो आपको दिख रहा है all the camels with the colorful back right over here. See the amount of people over there here? You can see that now all the people here, camels going on the that side. first day of a whole photography tour that I'm doing with people from US, and today is the day one, and 6 o'clock we arrived over here at the Dubai Camel Racing Club. So today is the day one, and then probably by 9:30 we should be back at the hotel. We should be meeting up at the lunch, walking through the entire whole of the neighborhoods of Satwa, and entirely trying to have a glimpse of the life of the expats over here. That will be covered up, and then in the evening time, probably post lunch, we will be heading straight to the Bastakia, the oldest neighborhood of Dubai, and we'll be walking through entirely the whole of the oldest quarter of Dubai, the historical quarter. So these photographers want to have a glimpse of entirely how the life is at the creek side, and it's not only just the touristic thing, but it's more like to have the exposure of the life what the Emirati people lead over here, and that is gonna be the beautiful thing. Number of camels over here, if you see each section, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th section over there, and each section can have probably around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So probably 8 camels in each of these sections. And the moment the latch is released, they will be off to a fantastic start. So that camel has gone off the track, and they are trying to send him back. Trying to send him back over there. It came back. It didn't fly. So he's probably disqualified. So these two camels are probably. Disqualified. They never actually ran. And you have always those kind of the lazy bumps, you can say, probably in every group. Anywhere you go, you talk about the children, you talk about animals, you talk about humans. You will always find this kind of people who don't want to really race. They are trained, but last minute they give up. So please don't give up. Let's take some good panoramic shots. As you can see, the camels all getting ready for the next. But these are actually getting trained every day in the morning. And this goes on from October until April, every single year. These are the sprinkler system. If you can see right behind me, this is how the entire whole of the sewage water is actually treated back. It's recycled 90%. And is used for all the entire whole of the landscaping purpose. That's what you can see all right behind me. The sprinklers all just sprinkling the water. The sprinklers rotate at 360 degrees and are taking care of entirely whole of the landscaping. It's a very efficient way of conserving the water actually. And I think everywhere this should be pretty much encouraged, because eventually you cannot produce water, you have to conserve the water, and that's the only way forward. Camel racing is entirely held under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai. So this entirely, the whole festival which is currently undergoing is known as Sheikh Hamdan, or it's known as Dubai Crown Prince Camel Festival. Dubai Crown Prince Camel Racing Festival. And if you want to see the vehicles which are actually the prize money, what is the prize money, what is the win, what is the prizes for all these winners? They are more than, probably I was told, 170. There were 170 cars which are given to the winners. So these are four-wheel drives. These are Nissan Petrol four-wheel drives. These are Ford Expedition four-wheel drives, and yeah, these are the Toyota pickups. So they're based on the winners. Number one winner, second runner-up, first runner up. These are the prizes. You want to see the cars behind me? Look at this. So these are the cars. All the Nissan Patrols are here. All the Ford Expeditions are here. All the the Toyota pickups right over there. All in total, probably more than 170. Isn't it cool tries to keep the heritage alive, or tries to keep the traditions of? I think everything has a price. A very good initiative by the Crown Prince and the government of Dubai to keep the heritage on. And that really reminds me of the famous words of Sheikh Zayed: a country without any past is a country without any future. See the price. These are the price. Love this Nissan petrol color. This is the 2020 model. Look at the car. Look at the car, guys. Absolutely amazing, isn't it? They are coming to the final stop. You can see that. That's the racing one. That's the one who is the racing one. And you can see all the owners chasing the camels in the individual SUVs, motivating the camels, controlling the whip, controlling the vibrations of the robo jockeys. And that's the only way you can actually do it now, because they abolished the child jockeys, the entire whole of the practice of the child jockeys long time back, way back in 1998, after the UN intervention. So there is no more child jockeys. Instead, child jockeys are replaced by the robo jockeys, and that is very, very, I think, a good move by the government, and that really shows the efforts been taken by the government to practice all those kind of, the human trafficking and the illegal activities which were probably in practice long time back here, but not anymore. Which are left out. Few of the last ones. Well, the good thing is, you're still, it just reminds me, and it reminds all of us, the important thing is not to win the race. The important thing is to complete the journey, to complete the race, and never ever give up. That's the message for today, and that's a quote for the day. So never, never, never ever give up. Complete the entire whole race, and the success will follow you automatically.